So to give you a little bit of background about me, I grew up in a strong Christian home. Both my parents knew and know the Lord. I have 4 sisters. We all grew up singing together. And of course, as we went through high school and college, we all kind of went our separate ways, did different things. For me, it was sports. I did field hockey and just really enjoyed living the college life, as you could say. At the time I went through college, I had already been in a dating relationship about a year. And we stayed together through most of my college career there at Lock Haven. And the catch with this is that it was a long distance, very long relationship, 4 years. And for me, I was all in. I was ready to put on the wedding dress, walk down the aisle with this guy, and I thought everything was okay. Of course, in that relationship, as it got more long distance and we saw each other less, the relationship began to get very dangerous. And I wouldn't say it was necessarily healthy. So I'm in the middle of my field hockey season, and the guy I was dating gives me a phone call saying, you know what, I think we need to take a break. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess, sure, I'll just go with it. So he said he'd call me back in a week. So a week goes by, I'm wondering, okay, what's going to happen? I don't know. I still want to be with him and all that good stuff. And about ready to, drive down to wherever he was and make sure that we were going to stay together. He calls back a week later and we're talking and he wants it to be over. And in that moment, I'm leading up that whole week, I'm waiting for myself to be devastated and heartbroken and upset. But it was crazy that God totally stepped in and said, no, this isn't the guy for you. And as we broke up and hung up the phone, I unexpectedly laughed and smiled, and I'm like, where is this coming from? I should be devastated. I should be so upset. But the Lord totally just swept in and said, you know what? This is my plan for you. This guy is not for you. There's someone else for you out there, and it's not this guy. And the craziest response was that I laughed out loud. I could never thought I would have done that. And when I laughed out loud, it was like a burden had been lifted. The Lord had taken that burden and just tore it away from my back, and I was free. Looking back, the Lord was in every moment of that whole relationship, even though it might not have recognized it or realized it. But little did I know, not long after that aha moment, in walks James. And God showed me that he was for me, and here we are today, married now almost 4 years, and I couldn't have been happier.